Welcome back to 40 Days of Holiness. Grab your workbook and let's get started for today. If you don't have one, you know where you can get one, right? 40daysofholiness.com. Here's today's theme. Day number 9. Holiness means separation from the common or the ordinary. Today we're going to be in Leviticus 10:10, all right? And a quick review of where we've been so far, all right? We've talked about God's holiness is the core of His nature. He is the source of all holiness. We've talked about whatever God possesses and takes for His own, it becomes holy. We talked about that God has decided before time began that He was going to take His own people and make them holy. He talked about how He was going to deliver His people and save them for the purpose of making them holy like He is holy. And He has ever deeper levels of holiness for us to find. All right, so that's what we've studied so far. But if you've read Leviticus, there's a good chance you've been kind of puzzled about the many seemingly strange, odd, silly seeming laws in the Old Testament. In Leviticus 10:10, there's a beautiful verse that kind of gives us this explanation, idea of what God was doing with all that. All right, so let's look at it. He says, so you can distinguish between the holy and the common, between the clean and the unclean. That's what Leviticus 10:10 says. He's saying that you need to remember that there is a line between these things. So one type of animal, one type of clothing is not holy in it because of anything in itself. Sheep are not holy because they were more better than the other animals, right? Remember, God is the source of all holiness. And so He was not saying that they needed to understand the difference between intrinsically holy things and those that are not intrinsically holy. Instead, He was teaching them that everything is common except what God has made holy. And whatever God has made holy is no longer common. So in this kind of diagram, here's what He's saying. So holy is one of these things, and it's different from the thing over on this side. If something was to become holy, it's going to have to leave this circle and go into this one fully. Go fully from the common space into the holy space, and you can't be in both. You need to understand there's a difference. So this change in ownership made it not common anymore. Now it's holy. There's a change in status. There's no more, now they're special. 1 minute, they're a son of Levi and Aaron, but now a holy priest. And it also resulted in a change in behavior, so as well as status. So the priests were not holy because they did holy things. They did holy things because God had moved them from common and ordinary to holy. Now this teaches us a very valuable insight into our lives. When God makes you holy, there's no longer anything in your life that's common anymore. There's not ordinary life and holy life. There's just holy life. Some people think of holy things as things God cares about, and the common things are these are things God doesn't care about. So this is just the normal stuff where I get to pick what happens over here. Maybe you've been tempted to view your life as a Christian as somehow separate from your life as, say, a forklift driver or a waitress or a mom. Maybe you think that church member is a holy title, but husband is just normal, right? It's just a normal role, right? Maybe you think Sunday is a holy day, but Monday through Saturday, well, those are me time. You know, it's just common. It's just ordinary days. Maybe activities. You think of singing on Sunday. Oh, that's holy. Other music, oh, that's just my common. That's my music. That's just common, just ordinary. Or maybe you think of emotions. Maybe peace, oh, that's holy. Anger, well, that's just common. That's just me time because I know I'm right and this person's wrong, so I'm going to be angry. So why does God care about all this? Well, they're not common anymore. They're holy. They're separated to Him. So here's what I want to tell you. If you're going to journey deeper into the circles of God's holiness, you're going to need to draw a line between common and holy and understand you don't move back and forth across that line. Everything you are, everything you do, everything you watch, everything you listen to or read or eat or drink, your time, your routines, your roles, your possessions, your car, your job, your money, your wife, your budget, your kids, your relationships, your jokes, your emotions, your thoughts. There is nothing in your life God can't talk to you about. It's all holy. You have crossed over the line. and you're over here? What things have you held back from God's control because you thought they were normal? Like, oh, that's just normal stuff. They're just common things. If you're busy assuming that some things are over on this side of the line, and you're putting part of your life over here and part of it over here, you need to rethink that. It's just not going to work. It's all got to be over here. It's all on this side because nothing is common anymore. You got to learn to put a difference between the common and the holy. So in your life, maybe you just need to rethink what it looks like for you to be a person who is really fully committed to God's presence and His ownership of everything in your life. Maybe you thought, well, this is not evil. Why would it's just me. It's just my stuff. And no, it's not evil, but it's not common either. It's holy. It belongs to the Lord. So I want you to spend some time today just kind of mulling that over. Do the questions in the workbook, because I hope that they will help you process through. Maybe there's some areas in your life you've been kind of sequestering and like, this is God's. I'm going to give God this time on these days, and these times, this is my devotional time, that's holy. This is my other time, and this is just where I do my thing. No, it's all holy. All of it. The time when you sit down and you browse Facebook is just as holy as the time when you sit and listen to a sermon. Because you got to understand there's a difference between holy and common. And you need to listen to the Lord and give the Lord all of it if you want to journey deeper. All right? Do your workbook. I'll see you tomorrow.